Your vision is quietly failing you every single day, and most people never notice why. That nightly glare on streetlights and the blurry restaurant menu are not random accidents at all. Your eyes are not broken. They are exhausted, inflamed, and dangerously starved of critical daily nutrients. Welcome to Real Health Logic, your source for evidence-based health insights that actually make a real difference. Let us start with something almost nobody discusses openly: the blink crisis that is destroying your vision. Normally, healthy human eyes blink around 18 times per minute, keeping the tear film perfectly and consistently intact. When you stare at a screen, that blink rate crashes down to just 4 or 5 times. Worse, most of those screen blinks are completely incomplete, meaning your eyelid never fully closes at all. This leaves your cornea dangerously exposed for long stretches, creating dry, scratchy, and blurry spots on vision. Your tear film is actually a 3-layer system made of mucus, water, and a protective oil layer. Without full blinks, the oil layer completely fails, water evaporates almost instantly, and your vision suffers greatly. This is not a minor inconvenience. Over months and years, this damage quietly and permanently affects your clarity. The fix begins with your environment, not your eyes, so start by adjusting your workspace lighting first. Match your screen brightness to the ambient brightness of the room around you at all times. When your screen is brighter than the room, your eyes work overtime trying to constantly compensate. Harsh fluorescent overhead lighting creates a constant flicker that your brain processes all day without any break. This low-grade visual processing triggers fatigue, tension headaches, and a dramatic reduction in your daily focusing ability. Turn off those overhead lights whenever possible, and replace them with a warm, soft desk lamp instead. Aim that lamp at the wall behind your monitor to create what experts call bias lighting effect. This gentle surrounding glow balances the room's brightness, relaxes your eyes, and naturally raises your blink rate back. Now, with your environment improving, let us look at what is happening deep inside your eye biologically. Every single time light hits your retina, a rapid chemical reaction fires and produces significant oxidative waste debris. Think of this debris like exhaust from a high-performance engine running at full speed all day long. In your 20s, your body's cleanup crew sweeps this debris away almost the moment it is produced. But after age 40, that internal cleanup process slows considerably, and the debris begins to accumulate over time. This buildup of oxidative stress is one of the primary and most overlooked drivers of blurry aging vision. The damage is slow, silent, and entirely invisible until the blur becomes impossible to ignore any longer. This is why addressing oxidative stress from the inside is absolutely the first priority for protecting your eyesight. Right at the back of your eye sits the macula, your vision's most precise and critical center point. The macula contains a dense yellow pigment that functions exactly like a pair of internal blue light blocking glasses. This pigment filters high-energy light before it reaches and burns your delicate photoreceptor cells at the retina. The denser this pigment is, the sharper, clearer, and more detailed your everyday vision consistently remains over time. Here is the critical fact your doctor likely never mentioned. Your body cannot produce this pigment independently. You must supply the raw building materials through your diet, consistently and deliberately, every single day of your life. These building materials are called lutein and zeaxanthin, and they are the foundation of your visual defense system. Research from Harvard Medical School confirms these two compounds can reduce macular degeneration risk by up to 40%. You find lutein and zeaxanthin abundantly in dark leafy greens like kale, spinach, and collard greens specifically. But here is the critical mistake that almost every health-conscious person makes when eating these powerful greens regularly. They consume them raw, plain, or blended into a fat-free smoothie, thinking they are doing everything right. These nutrients are fat-soluble, meaning your digestive system cannot absorb them without the presence of dietary fat nearby. Without fat, These powerful compounds simply slide through your system completely unused, and your eyes receive absolutely nothing. Always pair your greens with olive oil, avocado, nuts, or any other reliable healthy fat source available. A simple spinach salad dressed with olive oil is one of the most powerful vision meals possible. This one dietary adjustment, done consistently, begins rebuilding your macular pigment density within just a few weeks' time. Now, alongside that pigment wall, your retina needs constant and generous lubrication to function at its highest level. The photoreceptor cells lining your retina require a steady supply of DA, a specific omega-3 fatty acid type. Your retina actually holds the highest concentration of DA found anywhere in your entire human body. When DA levels drop, contrast suffers first. Black text starts looking gray and white paper looks washed out. That familiar faded, low-contrast appearance that makes reading frustrating is often a direct sign of omega-3 deficiency. A 2020 study in investigative ophthalmology confirmed that DA deficiency directly accelerates photoreceptor cell death in aging adults significantly. Eat fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, or sardines at minimum twice per week to maintain retinal health properly. If you dislike fish completely, a high-quality algae-based DA supplement is a well-researched and highly effective alternative option. Within weeks of correcting DA levels, many people report that text looks noticeably sharper and contrast returns naturally. Now let us address the focusing muscle inside your eye that almost nobody ever thinks about training deliberately. Deep inside your eye sits the ciliary muscle, whose only job is controlling the shape of your lens. It squeezes your lens tight for close-up focus and relaxes to flatten the lens for distance vision. Think of this muscle like a rubber band. In youth, it snaps between positions instantly and effortlessly. After age 40, that rubber band becomes stiff, slow, and loses much of its natural elastic flexibility. This age-related stiffening is called presbyopia, and it is responsible for that frustrating delay when switching focus distances. Modern life makes this far worse by locking the ciliary muscle in a constant 10-hour contracted position daily. Staring at phones and monitors all day is like holding a bicep curl for 10 straight hours. The muscle cramps, spasms, and loses its ability to shift focus quickly between near and far objects. This creates a condition called accommodative spasm, making even simple focus transitions feel slow, strained, and visually exhausting. The most effective exercise for breaking this spasm is called the near-far shift, done with deliberate precision daily. Sit comfortably and hold your thumb approximately 10 inches directly in front of your face at eye level. Focus completely on your thumbprint. Try to clearly see the individual skin ridges with full, sharp attention. Hold that intense close focus for a full 5 seconds, really engaging the ciliary muscle deliberately and firmly. Then, immediately shift your gaze to an object at least 20 feet away across the room entirely. Do not simply glance at it. Focus hard. Try to resolve specific fine details on that distant object. You might feel a slight pulse or brief delay as your eyes adjust. That sensation is real. That feeling is your ciliary muscle releasing its tight spasm and transitioning into a more relaxed, extended position. Repeat this cycle 10 times. Close focus, far focus, back and forth with full deliberate attention each time. This entire exercise takes under 60 seconds and functions like targeted strength training for your internal focusing mechanism. Practice this daily, and you will notice the transition time between near and far vision gradually becoming faster. That improvement is measurable, real, and a direct sign that your visual system is actively recovering its flexibility. Strength training alone, however, is never enough. Your visual system also desperately needs structured and intentional recovery time regularly. The optic nerve is not just a cable. It is a direct physical extension of your brain itself. When your eyes are chronically stressed and overstimulated, your entire brain mirrors that same state of high alert. To break this stress loop, practice a technique called palming, which is the ultimate full visual system reset. Begin by rubbing your palms together vigorously until you feel genuine heat building from the created friction between them. Then, gently cup your warm hands over your closed eyes without letting your palms touch your eyelids directly. The hollow of each hand should create a small, sealed cave of complete and total surrounding darkness over each eye. The gentle warmth penetrates the tissue around your eye socket, increasing local blood circulation and nutrient delivery significantly. Meanwhile, the complete surrounding darkness sends a powerful signal to your optic nerve to immediately stop its constant firing. Breathe slowly and deeply, in through the nose and fully out through your mouth during this entire process. Actively visualize the color black. Try to make the field behind your eyes as deeply dark as possible. When we close our eyes normally, we still often see gray static, shapes, or residual flashes of light. That visual noise is leftover neural activity that palming deliberately and systematically helps quiet, calm, and fully reset. Just 2 minutes of proper palming can relax your ciliary muscle more effectively than an entire hour of sleep. Make this your 2 o'clock ritual. When the familiar afternoon headache begins creeping in, reach for palming first. Finally, there is one more powerful technique that almost no one discusses, and it is called the peripheral reset. Modern digital life forces your eyes into what researchers call foveal tunnel vision for most of your waking hours. You are constantly zooming in on tiny targets, emails, text messages, phone screens, and road signs all day. This sustained tunnel focus places your entire nervous system into a state of continuous low-grade biological high alert. From an evolutionary standpoint, tunnel vision signals that you are either actively hunting or actively being hunted right now. This triggers a steady release of adrenaline and keeps your entire body in a prolonged, stressed survival state. But your eyes evolved to operate in wide, panoramic awareness mode for the majority of your daily experience. Switching back to that panoramic mode is not just relaxing. It is biologically essential for healthy and sustainable vision. Here is how to do the peripheral reset right now, without stopping whatever else you are currently doing. Pick a fixed spot on the wall directly in front of you and keep your gaze softly locked there. Now, without moving your eyes at all, slowly begin noticing what exists at the very edges of your vision. Can you sense the ceiling above? Can you feel the floor below? Can you notice both side walls? Do not look at any of those things directly. Simply become softly and openly aware of their full presence. Imagine your entire field of view expanding outward slowly, like a camera lens smoothly and gently zooming all the way out. Try to hold the entire room in your awareness simultaneously while keeping your central gaze completely soft and unfocused. When you successfully achieve this state, you will feel a real and unmistakable physical shift happen in your body. Your breathing will naturally slow and deepen. Your shoulders will physically drop away from your ears with relief. Your jaw will unclench. Your forehead will smooth. These are not imagined responses. They are measurable physiological changes occurring. This is your parasympathetic nervous system activating in direct response to the expanded and relaxed panoramic visual awareness. By widening your peripheral awareness deliberately, you are sending your brain the clear signal that you are completely safe. This signal directly releases the ciliary muscle's tight grip and dramatically reduces accumulated visual and neurological eye strain instantly. Practice this for just 30 seconds whenever you feel overwhelmed, tense, or visually fatigued at your desk or screen. It functions as an instant reboot for your visual cortex and costs you absolutely nothing but 30 brief seconds. Now here is your clear, practical, and immediately actionable plan to begin protecting and restoring your vision starting today. Tonight, add dark leafy greens dressed generously with olive oil or avocado to at least one of your meals. Tomorrow at work, turn off the harsh overhead lights and position a warm desk lamp behind your monitor instead. Twice this week, eat fatty fish, or begin taking a high-quality algae-based omega-3 supplement consistently every day. Every morning, complete 10 near-far shift repetitions to actively train and maintain your ciliary muscles, focusing flexibility and speed. Every afternoon, when eye fatigue begins building, spend 2 full minutes palming to completely reset your entire visual system. And throughout your day, take 30-second peripheral reset breaks to shift out of tunnel vision and reduce strain instantly. Your body is not giving up on your vision. It is simply waiting for the right tools and fuel. Give it those tools consistently, and your eyes will begin rewarding you with noticeably clearer, sharper, and stronger sight. If this gave you real, practical, and evidence-based value today, please take a moment to like this video now. Subscribe to Real Health Logic so you never miss the health insights that can genuinely and meaningfully change your life.